got a very pastel streak of pink. That's pretty cool. I've moved to a new place and it is weird. I'm in my mid-20s now. The last time I made a video and uploaded it to YouTube was when I was a freshman in college. I'm kidding, I loved my college days very, very dearly. And because I can say that, I think I'll look back on these days and say, I loved my mid-20s. Like, actually, no sarcasm. I say that because it's hard to be in my mid-20s right now. It's hard for a lot of people to be alive right now. I'm making this video in 2020 of September, and that should be enough information. But why am I making this video? I have no idea. The last time I made videos, I was in a dark place. I think I still am, but in a different way where I can recognize it and I can openly talk about it, and I'm trying to cut out toxic positivity. And it's kind of hard because I'm so conditioned to find the joke in things and find the satire, and I'm always kind of waiting for the punchline of this bad joke of like, okay, this is really itty. Where's the punchline? Like, where do I get a break from this laugh? And it's not coming. It hasn't been coming for years. And I'm realizing that maybe this is just part of growing up. And part of me is slowly becoming okay with that. Actually, I need to sit on something. No, too short. That's kind of better. So, not being okay. It's something we're told often, something that we are assured of, that it's okay to not be okay. And I think that phrase, it's okay to not be okay, falls into the phrase category of things we know and things we hear often, but things that take time for us to believe. And I say that as like, I was watching this Nathaniel Drew video a couple days ago, and it was advice called Be Yourself, and how he found it to be the most frustrating piece of advice, but why it's the most helpful piece of advice. It's a really great video. You should check it out if you haven't seen it. I'm a big fan of his videos. I think he makes great content. But anyway, being yourself, for example, in that video. Everyone knows that, everyone's heard it, but it takes some time to fully understand what that means until you're in the process of becoming it. And I think right now I'm in the process of becoming okay with not being okay. So what does that look like? It looks like crying in the middle of the day on the floor. It looks like being open about my mental health. It looks like seeking out professional help because I don't have all the answers. No matter how much my Aquarius brain thinks I do, I don't. And I refuse to believe so anymore. So where am I? Let's see. Well, mentally, I'm kind of a jumble. Right now, in this very moment, I am okay. I'm feeling really good just talking this out and being really honest about how I've been. But right now, I'm okay. Environmentally, I'm in Seattle, and lately the weather's been great. The sun's been out. We're about to hit fall, so it's starting to cool down a little bit, and I'm looking forward to seeing the colors change in the trees. Where am I spiritually? Far, my friends, very far. I myself am a spiritual person, to say the least. And I haven't been in touch with my spirituality in a decent amount of time. And I think that was a big part of who I was and part of who that person was becoming. And so I've been hearing this from several different people in the past couple of weeks while I made this transition of my life to move to Seattle, which is this process of becoming and the transition of becoming. And it is so complicated. I think the concept of becoming, especially now in my mid-20s, is more interesting to me now than ever, because I am very much in the process of reaching the quarter of 100 years. Wow. A quarter of 100 years. And what have I done for myself, and how am I doing for myself now? And that's not to say that I'm putting down everything that I've done up until now, or what I'm not doing is enough, like I have to live every day like it's my last. No, it's just a reflectionary piece of, okay, well, what am I doing, and who am I at the quarter life of 100 years? Some may call it a quarter life crisis, which is increasingly more popular, I've heard, than a midlife crisis, which I think is interesting, because are young people freaking out more at a younger age, or are we just being more open to it? I mean, to be honest, I even believe 15-year-olds have some fraction amount crisis in life. 7-year-olds, 5-year-olds, the first day of kindergarten. It's like every moment in life and every new part you get to can be some sort of crisis. And we treat it like a birthday or like an anniversary, like, oh, you're coming up on 25, that's your quarter life crisis. Like, why do we do that? Why? It's like it's not a fun time. It's a hard time to figure yourself out, and we talk about it like it's like that time of the year, that time of your life. And I guess that just is our time of our lives. It's hard, it's confusing, it's weird, it's draining, it's slow some days and too fast others. I don't know a lot of things right now. I don't know a lot of things about myself. I don't know a lot of things about my surrounding. I guess, Mom, Dad, if you are watching this right now, I'm okay, and I'm gonna be okay. Ayana from college, you can't see this right now because time doesn't work that way. But time is fake these days. But Ayana from college, everything will be okay. Ayana, 10 years from now, I'm okay. And Ayana 10 years from now will be okay. Also, I will not be okay some days. It will fucking suck some days. Some days I'll be on top of my game. Some days, I don't know. There's so many in-betweens, and life is very complex, and it's not just good or bad. I don't even know what is in between good or bad, or outside of good or bad. It's complicated. There is something that I could end this video off of. It's probably this. Emergent Strategy by Adrienne Maree Brown. So if you've made it thus far, let's take a breath, shall we? Wherever you are beginning this part of your life, take a deep breath and notice how you feel in your body and how the world around you feels. Take a breath for the day you have had so far, and a breath for this precious moment which cannot be recreated. Now, another for the day and night coming. Here you are in the cycle between the past and the future, choosing to spend your miraculous time in the exploration of how humans, especially those seeking to grow liberation and justice, can learn from the world around us, and how to best collaborate, how to shape change. think this quote, whether or not you choose to read this book or not, is very valuable in today. So whether or not you are in your process of becoming or transition, I hope you find your peace. So peace.